Hello friends. Now let's do the two pages which will show us how to embed web content in our app. And we all know there is a web view which many apps use to include HTML content or external web content. So let's go ahead and add those pages. The new page, just let's call it the LinkedIn. And there's going to be another page for the trivia. Trivia is our local app. We are going to embed it right in the app, and LinkedIn is just an external URL. And let's go ahead and add those in the app command right away. In the navigation control. And let's do the same for the trivia. Okay. And as usual, let's add the root view in each one of them. And let's build these views one by one. So, okay, in the LinkedIn, let's do this one first. And here we're going to add an app view, web view. So this means that we are not going to build the view by adding our own elements. We'll just include a web view. And here we're going to give the target URL, which is the LinkedIn page that we have configured for the Appreciation Club. So that's it. This page is done. Nothing else to be done. Now for the trivia app, we have to do some more because we're going to be embedding that app. So first, let's go to another browser tab and look at the app itself. It's a simple HTML file and it has some images. It's got some styling. So this is the app on our disk. So it's got a CSS. It's got some images and it's got an index.html. So we will wrap everything and we're going to copy it into our app. So what I've done, so I have zipped all this into a single file called trivia.zip. So I'm going to come back to the designer, go under app assets, and I'm going to use a feature called load app content. And it'll ask me for a file, and where I'm just simply going to say we will pick the zip file, which is trivia.zip, and then we'll say load app content. What this has done is it's created the hierarchy of files which are there, and it's kind of loaded them up here. So which means now they have become part of the app. And now when we go and build this view and we add app view, web view, And here we are going to give the URL or the pointer to the index file, which is trivia/index.html. So the URL is trivia/index.html. And how we get this URL is, if you click on this, you will see that the relative path is trivia, which is what we had on our disk. And if you look at index.html, it is index.html. So we know that trivia/index.html is the path, and we give it here. And notice that there is no HTTP or HTTPS in front, which is what tells our system that this is a local content. So that's it. Now we have loaded the content. We have provided the URL to the web view, and that's it. We are done. Now we can do a generate. Before that, let's do a deploy. We haven't saved in a while, so it's a good idea to save. Okay, now before we run, let's look at the assets folder. Now we see this trivia, we see the CSS, and we see the IMG, these folders being created here. So just like earlier, we had updated the file to tell the system where the assets are. We want to add some more entries to this list. Assets/trivia CSS right. So we should include all the folders that are there under assets. Otherwise, system will not find them. So now we have this setting done. Let's run it and see what we get. Okay, I think we made a mistake. Yeah, that should do it. Let's run it again. So we have the LinkedIn and the trivia options here. We click on the LinkedIn, and the LinkedIn page should open. Okay, so it does open. It's asking us to sign in. That's the default page of LinkedIn. But if you complete this sign in, you will see the LinkedIn page. Now let's go to the trivia. Okay, just as we expected, the app is now opening in a web view. So you've seen how simple it is to embed web content in your app, and really there's not much to explain here. It was pretty straightforward session. I will sign off from this episode, and in the next one we're going to do the big page, which is the calculator. And you'll be surprised how easily we can build that page. It's quite simple, really, although the page itself looks like having a lot of functionality. But to build that in ZOAPIIO, it's really, really very straightforward. I'll see you in the next episode.